Chris Losh. I'm the editor of Imbibe magazine and also the competition director of the Sommelier Wine Awards, a competition which we set up 10 years ago for the on-trade. The idea being that it's all the wines that come in are on-trade exclusive wines, judged entirely by on-trade professionals. We started it back 10 years ago. It was just myself and literally a dozen sommeliers in a room over a pub with 500-600 wines. Now we've got about 2,500 wines entered, and we're going to be over 100 judges this year, which is quite an achievement. Trying to get 100 sommeliers in one place at one time is something that's beyond most people, to be fair, but they do turn out for this. I think they like the chance to try lots of different wine, and they like the chance to socialise and meet up with their peers. We get everything in here from Turkish reds, Lebanese whites, Greek whites, this kind of stuff, to classics of every wine list. It's also good for restaurants. What we're looking for is to give sommeliers ideas of new wines that they can put on their list, and then they'll know where to get them once the results come out. Obviously, as they're tasting, they'll also make notes of wines that they like, and we can send them that information as well.
Hi, my name is Laura Rees. I'm a Master Sommelier and I work at Gusbourne.
My name is Hamish Anderson. I work for the Tate Gallery, so I look after all the wine buying for the various Tate restaurants.
Annette Scarf, Master of Wine. I actually live in Singapore, but I spend my time working in the UK and in Singapore, and I buy for several restaurants here.
My name is Laurent Richer, Master Sommelier, and working at a restaurant St. Baines in Nottingham as a head sommelier.
It's a great competition. There's a great diversity in terms of the judges which are participating, as well as a huge range of wines to taste.
Well, I like it because it is a competition for the on-trade. I think it's very different. I judge in competitions all over the world, but we really have a very much an on-trade focus here, thinking about how's it going to fit on a wine list, from everything from a very simple pub list to a top Michelin star restaurant. So there's always the concept of thinking of wines with food as well as just wines in their absolute sense of place and terroir.
For me, the best way is to have it blind, and the fact of judging it as we do at the SWA, I think is great, with like price brackets, so we know the value for money and the quality we're looking for each of the styles.
I think SWA is a great competition for producers to enter it. It puts your wines in front of sommeliers, in front of wine buyers, as well as wine professionals.
I think the on-trade is a very important category. It's not all just about sort of entry-level or supermarket wines or specialist wines. The on-trade, and particularly the on-trade in London, is really the way in for many producers into their global distribution network. I mean, when a wine gets well recognised on the on-trade, that is their path to success.
We did the year before, so one of my sommeliers is also judging here, so what we tend to do when the results come out is look through the results, and quite often they throw up a few surprises in the sense that, you know, we have a core base of suppliers that we deal with, and a lot of those suppliers have quite big lists, and you sort of tend to think you know their list very well, and then every now and again you'll see the results and there'll be a wine and the results from a supplier that you thought you know really well and you didn't, so you go out and try it.
Well, I think the SWA results are really a very easy shortcut guide. Many restaurants in the UK can't afford to have a wine consultant to help them assist with their wine lists, and one thing about SWA is we've got a panel of people here, very senior judges, head sommeliers, and who really know which wines work on the list and with food, and really the SWA competition is just a way of actually have a shortcut to looking at how you can pull a wine list together without having to call in so many samples from hundreds of different suppliers.
As I say, we've been going now for 10 years. It started small, it's getting bigger, and we hope it's going to keep on growing for another 10 years, in fact many more years to come.